Well, there's what we got there this morning. That would be, shows up on the camera, doesn't show up so much with the eyeball, but that direction would be light pollution. And hey, look, you can see light in there. That would be the microwave. And there's a light there too. Apparently, somewhere around midnight or so, our power went out. And by what the electronic devices in the house show, it was out for about 3 hours. I have no idea why. All I know is Becky freaks out when the power goes out. And yeah, that would be light from Newburgh, lighting that up, but some thin clouds. What was it? Was a 15% chance of rain today. And I think it was all supposed to be either already done or right about now, so I think we're safe there. Yeah, Cowboy chose to go out there instead of the other side of that panel this morning. Well, I just told Wally he didn't need to be over there being a jackass. I missed Cowboy though, going from right there to right there, hopping and a skipping and a jumping like a calf playing. Yeah, speaking of calves, hi buddy. Wally's making his way through, so that means he won't be over here, at least not at this fence. You can have 3 hot wires between them, or 4 depending on where they stand and look at each other. I don't know if that was a bird or a bat. You probably didn't see it. Oh well. And it's, of course, I think it's a few degrees warmer than usually. It's below like 53 in the morning. It's 56 this morning and 96% humidity, and doesn't take much and it feels warm. Oh, that is what it is. She's dragging butt and she don't feel good, and it's nasty in here. It's only like 65 degrees, but we're still like 95 or 96% humidity. I got to bail the Cowboy's group and put a couple of tubs out for him, and then I left this thing running too long when it was getting ready to derate, and had a couple of tubs stuck together out here. One had a couple inches in the bottom and the others were empty, and Ty showed up out here to help me get them apart, and I heard this thing derate. I knew I was running a little slow. I think I'm against the gate. Yep, I'm on the gate. Oh no, that sucks. At least she got it. I think these weigh 100 and a quarter, I think, because the big ones are 250s. Let's see if I can screw her up. Get off the gate, and then I can... That's even worse. Oh well. You never know how it's going to go. Sometimes it's not so bad. Sometimes you just say, screw it. Kind of like right now where all I can do is idle. Had I gotten back to it even 30 seconds before it derated and shut it off, waited a minute and fired it back up, it would have been just fine. Well, got a couple out to the other group, like you saw. Came back, got all the crap stuffed in the garbage bag, including a chunk of this pallet that was hanging out the bottom. And I thought, well, maybe it sat long enough it reset. And I fired it up and I gave that a little bit of a twist and I got nothing, and I turned it down to nothing, and for some reason I twisted it up again. And yes. It is no longer cut down to nothing. Now, if I just had something to do in this thing for the next few hours, that'd be great. But it's just going to haul garbage up here and then go put the tubs away. I even got something coming for this thing. A lot of searching, a lot of looking. Hopefully I can make things fit. It's one of those, they call it a split unit, air conditioning unit. The outside piece is small enough to fit in there. The inside might be pushed a little bit inside. Might get the back of my head beat up. I don't know yet. We're going to find out, I think. Keyword, I think. I'm really hoping it's going to fit and work right, because this thing really needs it. I'll have to probably drill a couple holes in the back of the cab for stuff to go in. And it's a 12-volt system. They're made for excavators and that kind of thing, or accessory for on semi-trucks. You see them, the outside unit on the back of cabs a lot of time. That's so they can have air conditioning while they're in someplace they're not supposed to have the engine running at night or when they're parked. And Ty went back to fire up the International and bring it up so she could start soaking the mower and get it cleaned up. And it don't crank, so grab the jump pack and go try to make it work. And there she goes. Hooked it up. It didn't want to say it was connected right. Wiggled stuff, unhooked it, hooked it back up. Little green light came on and it went beep. I told her to hit it. Spun over perfect. So I don't know. I mean, last year I played with some connections on it and it was better, but yeah. So that'll go down there. She'll probably put a sprinkler underneath it for a few hours. It's not like we're gonna do anything else for a bit. Teach me to come in the house. Well, you gotta hold of something out, Walk. Won't you, buddy? Yeah. Hey, is that you? Yeah, it's you. Yeah. Tell everybody hi. You say hi. Come on, tell everybody hi. Don't tell me hi, tell them hi. And hi. He likes to play around with her kitchen and it upsets her. Becky had to go do something, so since I walked in to wash my hands, I'm on kid duty. Yeah, there, now you know what Becky's watching. Ask her what she did. She told me I needed to come down here.
Chunk of shit in there.
That end turtle.
I was smart.
Where it's worn there, those are razor sharp. She was digging crap out of there.
But that fucking end ain't.
Yeah, because that end isn't always in the crop. It's usually just on the edge of it. And hey, looking at those knives, they look pretty good for what we finished up in.
Oh, but I probably need to flip them when we do it, huh?
No.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Look at them. They look good. You barely got the corner wore off of them.
Okay, I just want to say, I fucking hate my life when it comes to this motherfucking machine. And I said what I said.
I have said it for years. The only thing I like about this machine is the segmented cutter bar. if you blow up a gearbox, there's 2 tie bolts, front and back. Pop those, pop the gearbox out, put a new one in.
I hate.
Other than that, this one likes to get shit underneath the turtles. And they are all wrapped up. And when it gets under the turtles and it wraps up, it gets into the bearings.
At least for a turtle, I can fucking take them apart.
Yeah.
Both fucking bearings are like that.
And it wraps on those
And
roller
the
bearings.
only thing that we can do is we take this little dude and it slides. That's it.
It's always wrapped in there. So. And of course, then there's the drive lines. That's another story.
Discuss that bullshit.
I mean, y'all know last year we lost the cover on. Last year, year before. I think it was last year. And what it was the plastic. It was 2 pieces that they spun together, and it left a burr on the inside, and eventually it finally seized up, which wore the bearing out on that end, on the plastic. And this one, I really don't know what happened to the plastic. It just disappeared. But, and there's 2 different, apparently, I don't think they go back and forth. There was 3 different manufacturers on the drive lines.
And they're not the same.
And they're not
They're
the same.
all different.
We did look up here a little bit ago and found one that wasn't too bad. The problem is...
Sapphire and ruby right next to each other.
Oh. That's a light CV joint. And that's a heavy one. And I begged them to build one with the heavy one on both ends so it would hold up. But engineering for the machine says you can't do that because it's too much weight on the gearbox, and it would do this because it's too much weight. That piece of shit is shot again. If we
get a little close, you can see all the fucking hay packed in there too that you can't fucking get out because you can't reach it.
Oh yeah, what she's talking about is down inside there. So
New Holland, if you're fucking watching this, fucking listen to us farmers because you know what the fuck we're talking about.
I know I've told the story about John Deere before. Our original was a 1327 with the flail conditioner and design flaw. The conditioner was too close to the cutter bar for heavy crops. And we had the suits out here on a rainy day, and they laid down in the mud with me, and I showed them what they needed to do. I said, move that conditioner back 4 inches and up 4 inches, and you'll have a machine that will cut anything. And they did it. So the 1460, yeah, 1450 head rolls, 1460. I might be off on that, but I'm sure it was a 1460. Had the flail conditioner in it too. And we ran that for 12 years. Before the driveline went, couldn't get a driveline. It's going to be 6 weeks before one would be manufactured overseas and then brought here. They didn't have any of the parts to build it. Nobody did. So, this is what Dad did instead.
This was the only one.
This was the only new disc buying. Actually, it was the only disc buying on any lot within 150 miles of us. And there was none on sale. You know, nobody had anything for sale on Craigslist or advertised anywhere else. So, I mean, it's done the job, but I'm still.
I hate cleaning the fucker because I can't get it all clean no matter what I do.
Yeah. In the John Deere, we'd run a sprinkler on it at the end of season for 2 or 3 hours. Hit it with the pressure washer, grease it, and put it away.
But this will have to do 3 or 4 times.
This thing, it's a lot of pressure washing. And the way a lot of that's made in there, sometimes you just have to take a shovel or a chisel and chisel the shit off. But say the fun part is we got to pull all the turtles off. And hopefully none of the shit's gotten into the seals on the gearboxes.
Or I'm going to be pissed.
Me too. Here's 2 of our modifications to this. I actually did similar on one of the John Deeres we had. They don't do shit for a shield up there to keep stuff from going up and wrapping around the gearbox seal. Had that happen. It's not a fun thing to do. It's a pain in the ass to change. So,
PVC pipe clamped on. And we still had issues with this. That's why the secondary cage. And Ty was all worried. Oh my God, it's all... No, it ain't. There's a little crap stuffed up there. Focus. But there's nothing up around the shaft that I can see. Everything blasted out of there good. And I really... That end turtle you do not want to take off. Because you pretty much have to pull the two main pins back there and drop the cutter bar down. And something else we've done, which has made these drive lines last longer. There's a spacer right there. It's actually cut off from the last drive line. And it's definitely helped a lot. Because you only got, show my finger, you only got that much. And the end of that to slip over the spline, and when it only goes halfway up that spline, it sits there and works on it like this all the time. And it wipes out the U-joints. The other thing it does, and this one does not show it yet. No, it does too. It is twisted. That joint's farther that way than this one. So there's a twist this way in it. But the last one, it was, if this one was here, this one was over here, literally. So yeah. But I don't take that sucker off unless we have to. The rest of them aren't bad. And there is some junk under them. This one doesn't look too bad, but the next one's got a bunch of shit. You know, it's not where you want it getting wrapped into. So I'll step it off, and then I guess I'll decide whether I'm gonna... What do you get into, Ghost? There's your brother behind you over there in the corner. Anyway, I'll decide if it's going to go back down or not. Because a lot of this stuff will come off easier in here. That's going to take a scraper. But I got stuff off of there and most of it off there. And you can see where it was stuck in there. And I don't know what the differences really are, because I don't have one of them old green ones to look at. But we didn't have the trouble with the buildup back there on that. Yeah, Balin's clear behind her against the wall. Get out of there, Balin. I mean, granted, there's probably something there you want to get, and I want you to get it, but I don't want you knocking everything down. Anyway, I'm going to have fun. All these bolts come out, take these off. I'm just going to pile them here in the middle, kind of. My supervisor came out just in time. He's trying to see where the airplane is. That one's just sitting there. That one appears to have a piece of clothing or something. Isn't that nice? Ty's grabbing the short socket, U-joint extension, so I can get into there without taking the top lid off. Get that one off. And then, by the looks of it, probably going to be pulling all the shock hubs off. Because it's buried in there good, especially that one.
What size did you want?
3/4.
Oh.
She's having a blonde day. And I think he just woke up from a nap, so he's just not totally with it yet. What you see? You can go wave high? Not awake enough for that? Had to abuse some tools. Ones on these only got one out with the impact. Had to beat the other ones around. I don't know why. But yeah, thank you there. Isn't that nice? And yeah, it's all wrapped clear inside. It's like that one. And the rest of them.
fun begin.